Biography movies are tricky to get just right, with the line between fact and fiction often proving too daunting for filmmakers. But this has not stopped Hollywood, however, from diving into the rich and colorful history of famous personalities and making potent films from their lives. Today, we take a look at 10 such films ahead where Hollywood has employed its magic to make powerful stories based on true events.
All right? My name's Alan, Barry Allen, United States Secret Service. Your boy just tried to jump out the window. My partner has him in custody.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Number 10. Catch Me If You Can. With Steven Spielberg in the director's chair and Leonardo DiCaprio as the notorious scammer Frank Abagnale Jr., Catch Me If You Can illustrates the dangerous life of the scam artist as he is relentlessly pursued by FBI agent Hanratty, played to perfection by Tom Hanks. Amy Adams and Christopher Walken also star in this cat-and-mouse tale as Abagnale and Hanratty play a high-stakes game that can only have a tragic end. With a star-studded cast, a thrilling plot, and a charming performance by DiCaprio, Catch Me If You Can is terrifically entertaining. And the best part is that, shockingly, it is all a true story.
To do is tell me what it's worth to you. What's a person worth?
No. What's one worth to you?
Number 9. Schindler's List. An indictment of the horrors humans inflicted on each other in the Holocaust, Schindler's List dramatizes the real-life story of Oskar Schindler, a Nazi who tried to save as many Jews as possible during the worst days of the Holocaust. With Nazi forces scouring Europe to round up and kill as many Jews as possible, Schindler uses his influence and his connections to do the opposite. Liam Neeson is earnest and heartfelt in the role of Oskar Schindler, while Ralph Fiennes is menacing as the repulsive Nazi commander Amon Goeth. Schindler's List moved audiences everywhere upon its release and arguably remains the bleakest and saddest film of Steven Spielberg's entire film career.
These are latitudes and longitudes. There are at least 10 others. They appear to be routing orders across the border into the U.S.
Number 8. A Beautiful Mind. Based on the tragic yet hopeful life of the brilliant mathematician John Nash, A Beautiful Mind is an extraordinary story directed flawlessly by the always dependable Ron Howard. An espionage thriller masquerading as a biopic, A Beautiful Mind sees Nash accepting assignments from mysterious people only to discover a vast conspiracy that is not what it seems. Jennifer Connelly stars as Nash's lovely wife, and her heartwarming role is the center of the story. In addition, Paul Bettany also stars as Nash's best friend Charles. With brilliant performances and a story full of twists and turns, A Beautiful Mind transforms the tragic tale of John Nash into a potent film that is moving and inspirational.
I'm the type of person, if you ask me a question and I don't know the answer, I'm gonna tell you that I don't know. But I bet you what?
Number 7. The Pursuit of Happiness. Starring Will Smith, Jaden Smith, and Thandie Newton, The Pursuit of Happiness is directed by Gabrielle Muccino and is an emotional roller coaster from start to end, illustrating the tumultuous journey of a single father, Christopher Gardner, as he struggles to rebuild his life after financial failure and marital problems. Forced to sleep in motels and roads, Gardner gradually works his way to the top, becoming an investment banker. A sentimental and heartfelt look at poverty and career struggles in 1980s America, The Pursuit of Happiness is a tale of inspiration and perseverance in face of overwhelming odds. Will Smith gives one of the most defining performances of his career in a role that has subsequently garnered him much admiration and love across the entire world.
3 or 4 police, rack of carabiners, a sling, power drill, and bulk.
Number 6. 127 Hours. Danny Boyle's 127 Hours is based on the real-life story of mountain climber Aaron Ralston as he fought against all odds to survive certain death in a hiking expedition gone wrong. James Franco stars as Aaron, who, when hiking the canyons of Utah, finds his arm stuck between some rocks due to a mistake. Unable to move, Aaron finds hours turning into days as his supplies dwindle. With help not coming, Aaron begins to resort to desperate measures to survive. A story of pain and perseverance, 127 Hours is a grueling tale of a desperate fight against certain death. With Franco giving an evocative performance, the film is another shining star in Danny Boyle's illustrious career.
God's placed it all around us. It's in everything, in anything we can experience. People just need to change the way they look at those things.
Number 5. Into the Wild. Based on the experiences of the real-life Christopher McCandless, who made the Alaskan wilderness his humble abode, Into the Wild is directed by Sean Penn and is a beautiful and poignant love letter to the human condition. Inspirational and mesmerizing, Into the Wild includes fantastic performances by the main lead Emile Hirsch, while Kristen Stewart, Jenna Malone, and William Hurt round out the supporting cast. Penn approaches the subject matter with reverence, illustrating McCandless as a humanist who just wanted to experience nature by getting rid of all material possessions. Powerful yet sad, Into the Wild is filmmaking at its very best.
No, he won't. He's afraid. He knows how far I came for him.
Number 4. The Revenant. Directed by Alejandro G. Iñárritu of Babel and Birdman fame, The Revenant is a brutal revenge saga set in the North American wilderness. Leonardo DiCaprio and Tom Hardy both give a star turn in this 3-hour epic that charts DiCaprio's glass scour the landscape in search of people who ransack his convoy and brutally murder his Native American son. The savagery of both man and beast are in full display as Iñárritu executes set piece after set piece of gruesome violence. Great acting, fantastic direction, and fabulous set design combine here to make a film that will be remembered for ages to come.
With the world so set on tearing itself apart, it doesn't seem like such a bad thing to me to want to put a little bit of it back together.
Number 3. Hacksaw Ridge. After Hollywood turned him away for a decade, Mel Gibson returned with a war film that was as brutal and emotional as audiences had expected it to be. Chronicling the real-life story of a soldier who refused to fire a gun in World War II due to his religious beliefs, Hacksaw Ridge finds Andrew Garfield shining in the titular role in a performance that is both heartfelt and moving. Teresa Palmer, Sam Worthington, Vince Vaughn, and Hugo Weaving also star in supporting roles. Brutal yet inspirational, Hacksaw Ridge is an accurate and haunting adaptation of a story that has baffled and inspired military historians for the last 6 decades.
I mean, I could take you step by step to what exactly is occurring. You know, all you have to do is ask. I'm available.
Number 2. The Wolf of Wall Street. Charting Jordan Belfort's dramatic rise and equally dramatic fall in the penny stock scam of the 90s, Martin Scorsese's The Wolf of Wall Street is a crazy, zany, and completely bonkers look into the life of the famous scam artist. Starring Leonardo DiCaprio as Belfort, the film accurately captures his larger-than-life persona, his crazy parties, and his unceremonious dealings with the FBI. Also, along for the ride are Jonah Hill, Margot Robbie, and John Bernthal. Infectiously entertaining despite its length of 3 hours, The Wolf of Wall Street is an absolute thrill ride into the minds of one of the most famous financial criminals of the 20th century.
I'm sorry. I was given this address. I'm looking for a Mr. Jukevich.
Mikhail Jukevich.
Number 1. The Pianist. One of the most depressing movies ever made, The Pianist chronicles the life of Władysław Szpilman, a Polish Jewish pianist who was witness to the death and horrors of the Holocaust. Directed by acclaimed director Roman Polanski, The Pianist stars Adrian Brody as Szpilman, who goes from one horrifying massacre to the next while trying to survive against all odds. The Nazis finally get to him, sending him off for execution at one of the Holocaust camps, but the Soviets end up liberating the camp. The Pianist is unique in a way that it accurately captures the brutality and evil of World War II, unlike any other film. So, this brings us to the end of today's video. Which of the following best films is your favorite? Tell us in the comments. And make sure to smash the like and subscribe to our channel for more such amazing videos.